Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hey, my name is Nicole and this is my channel.
2, 3, funky.
See, I got another new background. I'm pretty much gonna try to film in almost every aspect of my house and see which background I like the most. Let's just go ahead and dive right into this video. This video is going to be about 10 tips for self-love. These 10 tips will apply and be able to help you out throughout your self-love journey. Self-love tip number 1 is having knowledge. Taking the time to know who you are, what you like, and what you don't like. This is so very important to the self-love journey because you need to be able to understand who you are, and you need to be able to understand the things that you like and the things that you don't like. And I know that sounds very obvious. It's important that you know the things that will make you happy so that way you can keep doing them. So knowledge of who you are, what you like, what you don't like is very important. I'm just gonna hold I got a list. I wrote it all down. I'm gonna just keep it down here so I don't keep shaking the table. Self-love tip number 2 is compassion. Compassion meaning being loving and kind to yourself always in all ways. So I've mentioned before in a video where I used to struggle with like perfectionism and always putting an immense amount of pressure on myself to be the best that I can be. Breaks down like my self-love image, because it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to have a bad day. And so being compassionate with yourself is reminding yourself in those moments, you know, forgive yourself. It's gonna be okay. The most important thing is to show compassion to yourself. You have to be able to say it's okay and not beat yourself up over it, because if you beat yourself up over it, you're going to leave such a negative impact on your heart and on your self-esteem. Self-love tip number 3 really just ties into what I just said about compassion. It's forgiveness. And so obviously forgiveness. Forgive yourself for mistakes. Forgive yourself especially for your past. If you have any like shame, lingering negativity, or lingering bad thoughts from anything of your past, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself of it. Forgive others who have done you wrong. Forgiveness is so important because it allows you to move forward. It allows you to be able to grow and just learn from the mistakes that either you made or from the mistakes that people made towards you. Self-love tip number 4, some self-care. Yep, taking a nice bubble bath, doing your nails, getting a nice manicure. Don't look at mine, so take that nice bubble bath, get a nice manicure. If you like reading, grab a good book, enjoy a good book. If you like writing, write, you know, do some poetry, write a short story. Even cooking or baking, do it. Like, if that brings you happiness, do it. Whatever it may be, or even go for a run. A runner's high. Like, self-care is important. Face mask, do a nice skincare routine, take a bubble bath, just sit back, relax. Self-tip number 5, commitment. Commitment meaning being able to solely focus on what is good for you and healthy for you. You have to be able to commit yourself to doing things that are going to benefit yourself. You have to continue to do the things that are good for you. These are the healthy habits in my life that make me feel better. If you know all the things that are working for you, helping you, keeping you in a good place, don't do the opposite of them. You have to commit to doing what's good for you. Self-love tip number 6, inventory. If you think about inventory, think about like taking inventory of your kitchen, right? You ask, how much bread do I have left? How much butter do I have left? How much milk do I have left? Now think about how you could do inventory for yourself. How am I feeling? Does this work for me? Am I happy right now? Do I feel comfortable right now? So taking an inventory and just being constantly aware of how you feel. And that helps because that's going to go back into knowledge. You see that these all just kind of tie in together. It's like a puzzle. Self-love is like a puzzle. Self-love tip number 7, slowing down. Slowing down means being able to truly just recognize what is happening in your life. what is going on around you. It's giving yourself permission to take it easy. This one really does stick for me because, as I've mentioned before in videos, with having such a busy schedule, I have to be able to slow down and recognize what's happening around me. I have to allow myself to take it easy and realize I don't always have to be like and knocking things out. I can slow it down, still getting things done, but just at a slower pace. And this is okay too, as long as you know how to slow it down. Self-love tip number 8. Acceptance. Even in doubt, loving and accepting yourself completely. Everybody's gonna struggle with this though, because as I mentioned, self-love is a journey, it's a process, and so we're not always gonna feel 100%, and that's okay. You have to be able to accept yourself wholly for who you are. Biggest advice that I'll give into this whole acceptance thing is it's so important to be just present. Don't worry about the stuff that happened yesterday. Don't worry about the stuff that happened last week. Don't worry about stuff that happened months ago. You can't change it anymore. It's in the past. And so one of my tattoos, it says let it be on the back of my neck. Let the past be the past. Let it be behind you and don't look back. Forgive yourself and accept my past is my past. Even in moments of doubt, when I feel like my past is defining me, my past does not define me. Self-love tip number 9 is making space. Now, making space, I'm gonna keep this super simple. Okay, there's making space internally. So a good way to do this is meditation. So whether you take a good 10-15 minutes of your day to do some deep breathing exercises, focusing on a positive affirmation for the day, or 10 to 15 minutes to meditate on a Bible verse, because meditation helps you focus and be present in the moment. Now, it's also good though to make space externally, and what I mean by that, energy clearing. I have no idea where I left off. My dad just got home. I'm just gonna basically say what the last 2 tips were. I believe I started talking about self-love tip number 9, which was making space internally with some meditation and externally with some energy clearing, getting rid of things, clear out your room, cleaning, reorganizing, do whatever you gotta do. And then the last one, self-love tip number 10, was boundaries. Knowing your boundaries goes back to knowledge, knowing what's good for you and what's not good for you, and being able to say yes to the things that you want to accept into your life and being able to say no to the things that you don't need in your life. I'm sorry to like kind of rush off that ending of this video, but I hope you guys enjoy these tips. If these are tips that you think are going to be helpful and you can apply them into your self-love journey, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it with your friends that you think could benefit from it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on. I upload every Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.